Welcome back, everybody! So, I'm gonna have to clarify something that I had a mistake on before a couple episodes ago. It was kind of stupid here. It's really stupid. I'm only gonna say this just because if I did it, maybe someone else did it too. So I was wondering, when the heck does this game take place compared to the first game? And the funny thing is, I literally say that like 30 seconds after Edgeworth says basically just that. I'm like, okay, Edgeworth's like, oh yeah, this happened like this long ago. And 30 seconds later, like, when does this game take place from the first game? I'm like, what the, like, how do you do that? So I'm going to tell you right now, just in case you did the same exact same thing, you did the same exact thing I did, then, well, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks, everyone, 2 weeks. Alright, my gosh. I can't believe I stupidly did that, but, you know, it did. That's what happened. Exactly what I did. Oh my gosh. Anyway, well, it's time we figure out what the heck is going on. And there it is. That's what's going on. A picture's going on. There was a person missing from this photograph. Huh? Who is it? Yes, it's rather strange. Someone who should be there, but is not. The person who should be in this photo is... Well, if I remember what's going on, I gotta be honest, it's been a couple days since I've recorded. But if I remember what the heck's going on, I believe it was Nicole Swift that's supposed to be here. So, yeah, there you go. Huh? Miss Swift! Dot 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 dot. Why would you say that? Mr. Payne's voice was recorded on Miss Swift's tape. He was whispering quietly with the chief prosecutor. Those from the folks standing right in front of me, I reckon it was two older men. They kept on whispering to each other. It seems Miss Swift was near Mr. Payne when she recorded the speech. Ah, but she isn't anywhere in this photo. That is correct. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, who is the one you should be pursuing? Are you trying to say that it was her who did it? Nicole Swift, would you mind giving us your testimony? Come on, it feels weird when you talk all formal like that. It's fine, I ain't got nothing to hide. Uh-huh, we'll see about that. I mean, why are you not in the photo? Unless you're the one with the red jacket that wasn't in the photo that we did, you know, that we saw. My goodness. Miss Swift's testimony. Hey, like I stayed in one spot while I was recording. I was moving around in the audience area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time in my tape recording. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think. Miss Swift's tape recorded a conversation between my colleagues, Mr. Payne and the chief prosecutor. Why would Nicole be lying? That would mean... It'd mean Nicole Swift is the assassin, pal! Y'all gotta be kidding me. I ain't done nothing like that. Be that as it may. However, there is a contradiction in your testimony. Uh-huh? I don't reckon so, no sir. It appears I must reveal this contradiction with evidence. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Rebuttal Miss Swift's testimony? Honestly, what else are you gonna freaking do? I don't get it. So anyway, yeah, I was saying I was gonna point out next time your sprite is normally shaped. I mean, you can see I fly on her left sleeve. By left sleeve, I mean the right side of the screen left sleeve, but you know. Anyway, yeah, you can see I fly, you can see a co, which I don't know what that co is. I see Cirrus, C-R-U-S, backwards R, no less. I don't know what the heck that is. C-R-Us? Is that supposed to be like a Toys R Us pun or something? I don't even know. Because that's got that backwards R, just like Toys R Us is a backwards R, I'm pretty sure, right? Ikeek? Is that supposed to be IKEA? I have no idea. And then there's a pipe. I think it's a pipe at the top. And then I don't know what that is at the center. Water? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Also, I just realized she has a bear trap on her freaking backpack. What the heck is up with that? What is up with her? She's got all sorts of weird things going on. It's like, I reckon I got some weird things on me right now. You better believe it. Well, I do believe it, because I can see it. Like, geez, why am I just now noticing that? It's really weird. Hey, like I stayed in one spot while I was recording? Or were you?
You were moving around while you were recording. Why were you doing that?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Surely when recording a speech, it is best to remain still.
That's... Well, you know, the importance of covering a story from every angle. I want to convey the living, breathing event in print. Yes, sirree, you betcha.
If you were moving around, I doubt your tape would have picked up anything coherent.
Well, it's like I done said. I was moving around the audience area, shuffling here and there.
Here and there. Could you be more specific, such as the side you were on?
When I say here and there, it means just that. I was all about the place. You couldn't swing a dead cat in that crowd. You expect me to remember where I was?
Could you at least remember if it was the left or right side?
Excuse me. Left, I reckon.
The person in the photo is also on the left side. Is this just a coincidence?
I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time than my tape recording. Hold it!
So you're saying it is logical that you can't be seen in that photo?
Yep, I was near that prosecutor when his voice got recorded. But I reckon this picture must have been taken when I was far away. No doubt about it. Ain't nothing wrong here, far as I can see.
So you're saying the photo and the recording were taken at different times?
Darn tootin'. It ain't about the equipment, it's all about the timing.
What if they were both taken at the same time? If I can prove that, her entire testimony will collapse.
So quit making that scary face, it ain't what you think.
Scary face. The way I speak to others is not intended to come across as intimidating.
And yet here you are giving her a scowl. I mean, apparently, how is it not meant to be intimidating? I don't get it. Then why don't you try relaxing a bit more? You make that face when you put all that tension in your brow. No matter what you do, always do it with a smile. Don't you agree?
I am searching for the criminal who attacked the president. This is no laughing matter.
Said the prosecutor with a grin on his chin like the Cheshire Cat, end quote.
What frumious nonsense. I should show her what a real scary face looks like.
Nicole seems rather aloof about all of this. So she just doesn't seem like the kind of person to tell harmful lies.
I agree that she doesn't seem like a person with ill intent, but if that's the case, there must be something even worse troubling her. In any case, Miss Swift's movements have been recorded on that tape. Surely I have evidence that sheds some light on this.
I wonder. I do wonder. Let's see. I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time than my tape recording. Well, let's see. Let me look at this again. 3 photos from before, during, and after the incident. Touch the check button for details. Is there anything specifically that's telling me exactly when this stuff happened here? I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember. Let's see. I don't know. I should look at all my options here, because it has been a couple days here. Found a trash can. 2 shots have been fired. Laser pointer is attached. Okay. Inside is stained with blood. The red hooded figure's left arm is injured. Okie dokie. But then again, she doesn't have an injured arm either, so it's like, I don't know. I mean, if the person has to have an injured arm, and she clearly doesn't have an injured arm. Makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. The door on the right side of the stage is ruptured. Shoot. Wait. Contains a recording of the speech. 2 gunshots can be heard. Touch the check button for details. But that's the thing, though. I mean, if this was like... It doesn't really say when the timing is. It just says before, during, and after the incident. So it's not super specific as to what it... I'm gonna present this. I mean, the timing is more specific. It'd be a more easy thing to present right there. But it's like, okay, when exactly? I don't know.
Miss Swift, a reporter shouldn't lie. I mean, for all we know, that laser could have been just sitting there for about a couple minutes. or more before he actually fired. A reporter shouldn't lie.
I ain't lying. I'm an honest journalist.
Perhaps. But there's no denying that this photo and the recording were taken at the same time.
That's so. And what makes you say that?
The truth lies in these photos. This photo could only have been taken at the same time as your recording. Which spot shows that this was taken at the same time as the recording?
Maybe? Maybe. I don't freaking like. Oh gosh, please be the answer, because if it's not the answer, I'm gonna be disappointed here.
Here, study this area closely. Therein lies the answer to this mystery.
No, I don't see it. No! My first mistake in the game. No! Come on, really? Then I don't know. I don't know, actually. Nope, I don't see it. Where is it?
Here, look closely. Can't you see it?
Either you're talking a load of hot gas, or this is one of them paranormal photos. Mr. Prosecutor, are you telling me you're into UFOs and such?
Bah, she's misunderstood me.
Alright, well, I guess now that the first mistake of the game has happened, I guess it's time to say this. Do you guys want to make a mistake counter for this series? Oh boy, I'm gonna regret this one, aren't I? And by mistakes, I mean the only mistakes that actually count are the ones that reduce my bar. My green bar. Or result in a game over if there's something that supersedes that and turns into a game over. I have no idea. But either way, do you want to keep track of that? Because I'm curious. If you do it. Because I want to see how many mistakes I make over the course of this game. Oh boy. Well, anyway, that's mistake number 1 out of hundreds, probably. I don't know.
I need to have another listen to Miss Swift's tape. It's clear the tape was recorded the moment this photo was taken. And the evidence that shows this is hidden somewhere within the photo.
Okay. The spot shows this was taken at the same time as the recording. No! I didn't mean to do that! Okay, well, I mean, I can't really study it if I have to present, right? So, I mean, gosh dang it, game. I just wanted to open that up, but I pressed the freaking wrong button. Okay, my dear friends, there's a reason for my visit. The president passionately addresses the crowd. He's deflating the rumors flying around about a recent decline in his approval ratings. According to the meeting after the president raises his fists in the air. The atmosphere here is boiling to a fever pitch. The Amber Justice should be dropped down. Yes, of course. Should know. I should have known. But nope, I don't see it. Alright, mistake number 2. Gosh dang it. Okay, I get it. There, his fist. That should have only been one mistake, but my gosh, I freaking couldn't. I pressed the. Makes me mad.
Can you see the president with his? Can you see the president fist? Can you see the president with his fist raised in the air?
What about it? Also, you need to fix your speaking patterns. What's up with you, Mr. Prosecutor?
Miss Swift, might we hear your tape one more time? Also, stop talking about the way I'm speaking.
My gosh, why do I always speak poorly as Edgeworth? I don't freaking get it. You ain't gonna hear more way you've been treating me.
Would you rather be charged with what? You with obstruction of justice and seize it from you?
I don't get it. I use this same voice for other characters, but when freaking Edgeworth's the one who's actually talking, it's like I can't do it for some reason. It's like the same thing happened in Ace Attorney 1, or Ace Attorney Investigation 1, I should say. My gosh, the number of times that Garkon had to freaking tell me that I was speaking completely wrong as Edgeworth was just like astounding. And then Kurt Irving in Valkyrie Chronicles 3, it's like, okay, I don't remember making a lot of mistakes with him. And then, oh, here I'm back at Edgeworth again, and it's like, I can't freaking talk as Edgeworth again. It's like, what? I don't get it. It's not the voice, it's freaking Edgeworth that's doing it to me. I always knew it. It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Fine. You win. I'm no match for you, Mr. Prosecutor.
The question is, during which part of his speech did the president raise his fist? No matter what sort of heinous criminal organization there is, I will not allow— wait, who's saying that? I will not allow them to exist.
The president raises his fist into the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch. Aha! Raises his fist straight from the horse's mouth, sir.
This tape was recorded the moment the president raised his fist overhead.
Then that means Nicole not being in this photo is really strange.
Oh, but she is in the photo, right here. The person in the red hood. It was you, Nicole Swift.
Ah! Oh my gosh, whoa. You're the real assassin, aren't you, pal? That ain't so. I ain't never worn that red raincoat.
This red raincoat in question belongs to...
Well, I mean, technically, I still don't think it is her because, I mean, she's not injured and...
It says it has to be an injured person's.
Wait, unless it was... Wait, no, wasn't it John Doe's coat, but he just freaking took it off for some stupid reason? Now I have no idea.
This red raincoat in question belongs to
John Doe?
The raincoat's owner is Mr. Doe. That much has been proven. You were wearing something else. A different red hood.
Okay, my gosh. I swear, I was like, wait a second, they're asking a trick question here. I was almost about to be like Nicole Swift, and I was like, wait a second, no injured arm. And I'm like, it's neither of them, but then I'm like, that's not true either. We established it was John Doe a little earlier, in fact. You mean there were two red hoodies, sir?
Mr. Doe's last testimony was true.
But we didn't find any other red raincoats.
What Mr. Doe saw was a red hood, not a raincoat. Miss Swift, what was it you told us earlier about your parka?
Oh, you mean when I said I ain't worried about it getting all dirty? It's reversible, so all I gotta do is turn it inside out and... AGH! It actually is a little red on the inside. You can see inside her collar a little bit. There's a little red! Oh my gosh! Busted!
As I thought.
Mr. Edgeworth, the inside of her parka is... red! That'd be correct.
Indeed, and during the incident, she was using that side.
What? Hey pal, what's the big idea? You're wrong. I've been wearing it like this the whole day.
Well then, would you allow me to examine your parka?
What are you expecting to find?
We know it was raining prior to the president's speech. I believe you said earlier.
Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka.
If you really didn't turn your parka inside out, then the inside should be dry.
Hang on a minute, I ain't taking off this heavy backpack and putting it back on again. So sorry, but can't we do this another time? You think you can fool Mr. Edgeworth with that, pal? Alright then, pal. If we're really wrong, prove it. Show us the inside of the parka. It wasn't me. I ain't no assassin.
Miss Swift, if you want me to believe that, you need to cooperate with us. Would you please tell us why you wore the red side of the parka?
I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I had my reasons. Honest. I'll tell y'all everything. Just quit bullying me.
Hold it!
Is this necessary?
What is that? Why am I hearing court hammers in here? Whose voice was that?
What the heck? Yeah, who? Hold on a second. It's a little too early for the end game.
Oh my gosh, it's Mr. Right.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not him. Wait, who's that? Who are you? What's up? How's it going, you? Oh, it's the security guy, I guess. Hey, you in the fancy suit. Haven't you been jumping the gun ever since your opening move?
This man was in Kay's photo.
Whoa. I guess I should introduce myself first. My name is... Rook. You're Rook. Or maybe you're Knightley. Oh, yes, because obviously the Rook wouldn't be... He'd be more like a rookie, right? He wouldn't be, like, so skilled with the gun like that. Horace Knightley, the president's bodyguard. Second command of his personal security unit. Ah! Watch it, pal, that's not a toy! Whoa, my bad. She just wants to come out and play. I can't seem to help it.
Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer?
She's a lady of Zhangfa. Only the president's bodyguards are authorized to use it. Anyway, back to business. I've got some news for you. There's good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish.
You sure? I'm giving you the first move. Alright, I got you. I'll start with my pawn.
It seems you enjoy chess. Perhaps I should play you someday.
You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit.
It's Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess.
Is that so? Well then, Chess Master Edgeworth, I'll start with the good news. The president's safe. Not even a scratch on him. Really? That's great, pal!
It seems that the young lady was not a murderer after all.
Good for you, Nicole. But I... Whoa there, don't forget, there's still the bad news. The president is safe because his bodyguards protected him. Actually, I had nothing to do with it. It was the leader who protected him. At the cost of his own life.
That would be the other bodyguard. Rook, was it?
Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the president.
Ugh!
What?! Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame. That means Nicole... It means that the little lady killed him. My brother in arms. That ain't true. I ain't a murderer. Whoa there. Pipe down, little Miss Murderer. Ah! Jeez. Even if we had to make a sacrifice to protect the king, it was a pretty bad move. That castling. Sacrifices and castles. Wait, what? I thought you said castling. What is wrong with me? Did I read that wrong? I don't get it. Oh, jeez. Or did it actually say castling and now it's like castles? Okay, whatever. Sacrifice and castles. What's he talking about, sir?
They're all chess terms. He's saying Rook's life was exchanged for the president's.
This guy sure talks funny, sir.
Horace Knightley, was it?
What do you want?
I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. And if it's possible, I'd like to question the president.
Sorry, but I can't let you do that, Edgeworth.
What?
I got another piece of news for you. And this one's a doozy.
There's another piece of news?
From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Zhangfa police.
What?
What's going on, pal?
This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere.
You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? The president knows about you, solving the Yatagarasu case.
I'm honored.
That's why the chief prosecutor designated you to be in charge of the case.
It seems the chief prosecutor made a little appeal to the president.
But it looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you'd have this kind of reaction. It's the president's orders. If you oppose, you'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Hey, little lady, get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside the president's plane. No! I didn't do nothing. Hey now, don't be a baby. You scared of a little Zhangfa justice? Is that scarier than Mr. Apollo Justice? I don't know. It's a good question. Mr. Prosecutor, please help me.
Miss Swift? It's clear that Miss Swift was the person in the red hood. However, that doesn't mean that the whole truth has been revealed.
I really didn't do it. Please believe me. And even if you didn't do it, why would you have a laser in front of you?
I don't get it. It's really weird. Excuse me. Is it really alright for it to end this way? All I see is a girl with eyes full of fear, pleading for help. Certainly not someone who's committed a heinous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to the darkness.
And we all know we don't want that to happen, because losing the truth to darkness would be terrible. Gah! Eh? What?
What?
What the you? Oh. Good job, Mr. Freaking... I almost forgot his name for it again. Shelly the Killer! That was his name. I looked it up, actually, because I wanted to remember what his name was, but... At the same time, though, it was like, I mean, you guys told me, too, what his name was, so... I didn't need to look it up. Silence. What the... is an impolite way to greet someone. Your neck injury has yet to heal. You've already forgotten. No! Not you! Not now! It seems you've remembered. Hey, what are you doing? Cut it out, pal! You've got some nerve to do that right in front of a detective and a prosecutor. Stop! Stay out of this! He's out of your league! Mr. Doe, who on earth are you? I am not merely a simple ice cream salesman. He's a professional assassin. His name is... Shelly the Killer.
Shelly the Killer? There's no one in law enforcement who doesn't know the name the Killer. An assassin who will carry out any request without fail. He was once involved in a case I handled. It's been a while, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I do believe this is our first face-to-face meeting. The real assassin was you all along. That is correct. I received a request from a key individual. To take the president's life. I should have seen his face before in the case files. Curses! I was careless. I'm glad I had a knife inside my bandage before I entered the pub. Even though my calculations were a little off. A knife, not a gun? Now, Mr. Knightley, shall we play that game you love so much? Of course, the stakes will be your life. What are your demands? I want you to relinquish investigative authority back to Prosecutor Edgeworth. Investigative authority?
What are you playing at? I simply want you to allow Edgeworth to continue his investigation. Huh? Why do you want that? Brooke is an opponent who is connected to me by fate. I would like to discover the truth about his death. When that man died, the investigative authority was transferred to you. I am simply asking you to give it back to this prosecutor. With your life at stake, this really isn't the time to be stubborn. Why you? You're just using the investigation to get close to the president. And what if I am? Indeed, in order to continue with the investigation. It is necessary that we enter the president's plane. As the leader of the president's bodyguards, I won't allow it! Oh? I thought you were the only second in command. Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge! I'm not sure you're as capable as Rook was. What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now! Very well. In that case, please exercise judgment befitting of a leader. You can lose your life here, needlessly. Or will you allow the investigation to continue? Gah!
He's using the investigation as an excuse? Why would he go to all that trouble? What is this man thinking?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I trust you have no objections. Let us continue the investigation. ... Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do, sir?
For now, we have no choice but to accept his proposal. At least we'll be able to investigate. But, listen well, detective.
Listen well to what?
I'll use the investigation to buy us time. Meanwhile, gather up all your men. Surround the president's plane so that he can't escape.
Right, roger that, sir. To be continued. I agree with that statement. We'll continue this on the next exciting episode, everyone. Oh my gosh, Shelly the Killer just pulled a rabbit out of his hat, and now he's gone insane. What is really his goal? Did he kill Rook? I don't know. I'm confused now. Maybe he did. But in which case, how did he fail? I thought he couldn't fail. Shelly the Killer, you failed me. How could you? You're a shameful assassin now. Oh boy. See you later, everyone. Bye.